believe it or not, like, you really don't feel much. Even not really thinking much.
But jiu-jitsu, sometimes that makes you worse. All right, welcome to episode 8 of the podcast with Neal as my guest. Today we're going to be talking about fighting mentality and some other things surrounding that. So the first question is, what's going through your head right before a fight starts?
Well, I think about my opponent and how I'm going to dispatch of them. It's pretty much, it's that and a calming of all the nerves of the fight. I like to be calm, cool, and collected, and not so much like
Tense.
Yeah, because I find it's harder to get into more fluid in my. It's hard to be fluid in my fighting when I'm all tense and like scared and stuff like that.
Has every fight been like this, or is it like just recently you're being more comfortable? Because at least my first fight wasn't MMA. Obviously, I'm not going to be threatened to get punched in the face, but I was like tense and I was thinking about everything and also nothing at the same time. And I was like, because there's only a month and a half in training, and I was like, I just want to do it. I want to see what I know. Coming to realize I don't really know very much. And there's just like so much going on in my head and also nothing at the same time.
Yeah.
And it was hard for me until maybe my third or fourth match where I could actually like settle into it.
So for me, so it was never really a fear. I mean, there was like a little bit of a fear of getting hurt. More so it's like, man, I really don't want to get knocked out for my friends and family. So it's more the fear of loss than like, oh, I'm gonna get hurt. Because believe it or not, like you really don't feel much when you're in there. Even like shots that hurt, like that would hurt if you're not fighting.
Just adrenaline.
Yeah, you don't really feel much. So I'm not really. It's been there the whole time. As far as like being more calm, because I'm more so thinking about making sure that I win as opposed to, oh no, I don't want to get hurt.
After your fight's over, do you remember much of the fight?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I have to go back and watch it. So, like, I have to rewatch the fight, and then I'll remember things that happened. I'll remember moments that I think I should have done something different or stuff like that. Like, there will be moments throughout the fight that I rethink and be like, oh, well, I should have done this. I should have done that. But
do you think it's because the environment is so chaotic and things are going so fast? Or do you think it's because you're mostly going on instinct?
Well, I've only had this feeling of, oh, I should have done this in my last 2 fights, and they've been more chess-like. And I think with that, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So when you're in a fight, do you think you're not remembering that much because it's so chaotic and things are happening so fast, or because you're just going on instinct and not trying to remember things? Or because I feel like if there's more thinking going on, you're more likely to remember it. Versus if you're like no thinking at all, I feel like you're not trying to remember things, you're just going on instinct.
Oh, during the fight?
Yeah,
I'm not really thinking much during the fight. And there might be little concepts like, oh, I want to, like, oh, he bit on that feint, so I'm going to set him up with that. But it's little things. It's not like, I have no real, like, elaborate plans throughout the fight. It's just, I go. There's not a lot of thinking going on.
I know it's different from jiu-jitsu because you have more planning. Like you have less planning in jiu-jitsu regarding who you're going against. But in MMA, you have, you know who you're fighting, you know the date, and so how much more planning goes into account of like learning their fighting style and like any of that?
A lot more is than a jiu-jitsu match for sure. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of film on most of my opponents. My opponents have had, well, like my last opponent, he finished all of his guys within like the first or second round. So it's kind of hard to see what
He's like,
what
he's tired.
Yeah, or anything like that. It's just like, oh, he's taking him down and submitting him. So don't get submitted.
Nobody taking him down.
Yeah. That didn't really work out so well for me.
But,
yeah, thought that as far as I'm kind of, I mean, right now I'm focusing more on making sure that I'm the best that I can be, as opposed to worrying so much about my opponent. I think that's been something that I've done too much of. Even just I've only fought 4 times, and I think that I've done that too much, as opposed to just focusing on what I'm going to go out there and do. So that's like going forward. That's where my focus is at.
Do you think fighting is more physical or more mental?
At a point, mental. Like at a certain point, like once you start fighting better competition, everybody's got skills. Everybody's got their own domain where they're proficient at. So it becomes more mental. And like, oh, I'm in a bad spot. Are you gonna wilt, or are you gonna like rise and at least make it out of the round and get on to the next thing? So I think it's more of a mental game.
Yeah, I think you gotta learn to embrace the suck of a position, because sometimes, at least as a white belt, you get put in some pretty crappy positions. And sometimes you gotta learn to just take it. And I feel like what I've noticed most recently, that I've been doing a little bit longer, is when I go against new, like brand new people, is they tap to things that I wouldn't tap to. Like it's not the type, they think it's tight. Or whatever it is. So I think that's like a huge mental part, is understanding it's not as bad as it actually is. Unless it's like an arm bar or whatever it is, but a lot of times it's a choke, it's really not that bad. Or there's an arm bar that's like, you think it's there, like they think you're gonna break your arm, but it's not that close. And give yourself like a sense of calmness that I can take my time and then I can break my arm if I can like take my time, do the escapes I know, and get out of it. And if I don't, then I can tap. But I think new people rush so much to tapping that they don't even try to make the effort to escape. That's what I noticed with myself, at least when I started off, was like, I'm just gonna stop. I don't know what to do, I'm just gonna quit.
Well, I definitely understand that. I remember my first blue belt competition, and I'm going against a leg locker, and I had no idea what exactly he was doing. And as soon as I felt that my leg was in a compromised position, I was like, "No, you got it." So you
take
have it. Yeah,
it's yours.
Yeah,
Definitely got more used to like leg stuff and people doing like knee bars and whatnot to me. And at first, I was like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, I'm not ready for it. Like, belt tap. I remember this was like a couple weeks in. I can't remember who it was, but they heel hooked me. And I was like a couple weeks in, and they heel hooked me, and then let go. And I was like, why did you stop? He said, I had a heel hook on you. I was like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't even like give me the chance to tap. Like, he just had it and let go without even like starting the pull in. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't feel anything. He's like, well, I would have broke your knee if you let me keep going. I was like, oh, okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you during a training session or a match? Or that you've witnessed?
I've got two that happened both in fights. I remember I'm in my debut. I'm fighting this guy, and he's like the hometown hero. He's got the most fans out of anybody else here. Like it's like everyone in their mom came to watch this guy.
MMA?
Yes. We're down in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, and this guy, he comes out and he's like wanting to touch gloves, and You know, in my head, I'm like, I'm not about to get sucker punched out this dude. So I'm like, I'm not touching gloves with you. And he took offense to that. He like flipped me off in the cage, and then hit me with an overhand, and then that's how the fight got started.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, he just flipped me off before the fight even started.
Screw you.
Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty funny. It threw me off. And then in my last fight, the canvas that we were on, it's like it's similar to the mats that we train on. So it's not like an actual canvas.
There's no grip.
Yeah, there's no traction or anything like that. So, you know, a couple rounds in, if there's been any grappling going on, dude, that mat's wet. So I get this guy backed up against the cage, and I go to front kick him in the face, and literally like banana peel, like
Mario Kart.
Yeah, it just slipped and fell on my ass. It was I watched it back quite a few times. It's very funny.
You should post it on Instagram.
Maybe.
You gotta make people lower expectations, so they think you're gonna, go in the next fight.
Yeah, funny pop.
Yeah. Just don't let it happen twice.
Just make them think I'm scrub.
Mm-hmm. You were a high-level soccer player, D1. Which college?
I was a D2 soccer.
D2.
I played at Ashland University, and I played at Urbana University. Yeah.
How was it being a high-level soccer athlete to come into jiu-jitsu where you didn't know anything?
It was pretty frustrating at first. Granted, the level of just because I've been competing for so long, that level of competition and like I'm going after the win kind of mentality definitely played in my favor. It's what's allowed me to progress as fast as I have. But it is frustrating to be like, I want to win more than this guy, but I don't know what to do. So that side of things, and that's still like the more and more I go, it's like the more I realize that I
don't know anything.
Yeah, it's like the more I learn, the more I
know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's been a double-edged sword there.
Yeah, that was frustrating for me too because I come from swimming and track and cross country. All you can do is run harder. So the skills you need aren't really, like technique-wise, it's not really there. There's technique involved a lot, obviously, but it's mostly just if you push yourself harder, you'll do better. But in jiu-jitsu, sometimes that makes you worse. If you're like overly spastic and then you're not like being in control, and it doesn't matter how hard you want it, if they know a lot more than you, you're not going to get anywhere really. So it's for me, starting off, it was really frustrating because from swimming, you swim harder and you swim faster.
Yeah.
But jiu-jitsu, I can go as hard as I want, but if I don't have the knowledge and technique to beat the other person, I never will. Eventually, maybe, I will, but like if I don't have a comparable amount of knowledge than they do, then I'm just kind of stuck taking it.
Yeah.
But you learn from experience.
Yeah, that's no fun. But I do encourage you to keep that. That like, how
That's
what you do, because like I've rolled with guys that are black belts and they don't want to deal with the
spazzy.
No, like, and you want it more, and you're big, strong, athletic, like you're moving fast, like especially in no-gi, like it's hard to deal with, and even if they're really skilled, you can get by with athleticism.
Yeah, because a lot of times I think low-level people in the sport, they're so hard to go against because they're so predictable. And sometimes I say it's easier to go against someone that's a little bit better, or maybe a little better than you, because they're predictable. You know that they have a certain amount of tools in their toolbox, but someone who's not good at all, brand new, you have no idea what their toolbox is. They have no idea what their toolbox is, and it's just really hard to find what they're trying to do. Because I had just last week, guys, brand new, first 2 days in the gym, and he's grabbing my legs trying to do leg stuff. And then while he's doing that, I was like, "What are you doing?" He said, "I have no idea." But I'm just like grabbing and twisting. I was
Yeah.
there was a point where like he like almost accidentally healed me. I was like, "This is terrifying." I was like, "Let's not do any leg stuff today."
Yeah.
Because like you're gonna accidentally break my leg.
So yeah, I agree with you that the brand new guys, especially like the brand new guys, like us who played sports before and they're very competitive and they're maybe very strong and athletic. It's like I found that you just have to destroy them because like otherwise they'll hurt you on accident.
Yeah.
Like it's like I have to just crush you or else like you're gonna hurt me by doing something that you don't know what you're doing and flopping around. Like I tried to work with somebody and all of a sudden they're like, falling. They don't know how to do takedowns properly, so they're like falling on their legs, weird, and it's just not good. So I've learned to just destroy the new guy.
Yeah, I felt like maybe it happened once or twice with there's a new guy. I was like, I'm gonna go easy on, let him like work a little bit. Then I gave them a little bit too much credit, and I was like, I didn't give them enough credit. And I was like, okay, I gotta start going because this got a little bit too close.
Yeah. They smell blood in the water. They think they can hit you.
Yeah, and then like, okay, I gave you a little bit too much training. I should have. Do you ever learn things from you that are worse from you? Does it happen often?
Absolutely. That point that I just made about the guys that are really, really strong and explosive. I mean, you take a guy like that versus a guy who's more skilled, like significantly more skilled, but they don't have that. And if you have like a knowledge of the sport and you can deal with their skill, but and they don't have the explosivity or strength, you can kind of all. But like I find that the other guy, that the really strong explosive guys are harder to deal with up to a point. I mean, they're obviously once you get to like you're dealing with guys that have been grappling their whole life, it's like no. But I mean, especially in the blue, purple belts and below, I do find that to be the case.
Is there anything recently that you've learned from someone worse than you?
A lot of the things that I learn are things about my own game. So I'll find holes in my own game, or like say I'm trying to work. Like recently, I've been working my guard a lot. So I'm learning things about my things I do well versus things I don't do well on the guys that aren't as skilled. Because maybe I'm not succeeding in a certain area, and like, well, why is that? And then I have to go back through and find out why, and then troubleshoot and figure it out. That's typically what I learned from the lower ranked people.
Yeah, I learned some things the hard way that, like vice versa, that there's some things I was doing to new people that I was getting consistently. And then I realized I can't get away with that with people that are much better. So you think it works universally, and then you try and like, okay, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Some more fun questions. If you could fight any movie character, who would it be and why?
Ooh. Movie character.
Hercules.
That'd be a good one.
Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Gaston.
These are all good answers. I don't know. I haven't really given this much thought. Let me,
Because I'm not sure what I would pick either. There's not any maybe Disney wrestling movie or jiu-jitsu movie. Oh, maybe the girl from Mulan.
it's just Peter. I just watched Fight Club not too long ago for the first time, and the main character he has a really kind of punchable face. So Edward Norton.
Oh, Edward Norton.
Yeah, I think or Brad Pitt. I think I'd beat both their asses.
It'd be fun. Maybe it'd be a fight night too.
Yeah, 5-1-2.
That'd be good. I can imagine going to the movie theater and seeing you like, what? He's beating Brad Pitt. Is that gi or no gi more?
Definitely no gi. I can't. I mean, I am a believer that the gi is good, like for my development, but I can't stand it. It's like I'll get people that just like they just won't let go of your gi, and it makes me want to freak out. Like I don't.
It feels like a straight jacket.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Because I think I was gaslighting myself into thinking I liked it more. And I was like, because I did it mostly pretty much 2 weeks straight, like just gi.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, trying to convince myself, like, I like this more. I'm better at this. And then I did a whole week of just no gi, and I was like, this is so much better. I was like, this is so much better.
It's more free flowing and fun.
Yeah, because I'll tell people, like, I like the grips, like having the gi. There's more things you can do. It's a little slower. But then I'll do no gi, and like, it's just enough more fun.
I do think it helps me with my guard game for sure.
Gi?
Yeah. Because a lot of the no-gi stuff, the guard stuff, I don't know. If people are too loosey-goosey with it. You know what I mean? In jiu-jitsu, because like there's no threat of getting hit. But like if you're in the gi, you gotta keep them pretty tight to it.
Yeah.
Or else they're going for their escapes and stuff. So working in the gi, I believe it's beneficial.
Yeah, I feel like no gi helped me so much with scrambling, and I think gi helped me the most with learning how to control my pace and slow down, and look for more things that are there, and it's helped me be more in control, and apply that same thing to no gi. Because I feel like in gi, you just want to grab anything you can grab, just like grab it.
Yeah.
Like I got it. It makes things easier in a sense, like doing some passes because you can grab the gi pants, smashing people. You can really smash them and point even any harder. There's collar chokes, and then you get to no gi and it's like I want to grab you, I want to pull you in. And it's hard to do that. They both have the pros and cons. I think no gi makes you a better fighter, and gi just has good like foundational skills. There's much more technique, I think, in gi. There's more things to watch out for.
Yeah. There's a lot more chances to get into a stalemate. To just get some like 40-year-old dad of 4 that's just like holding on for dear life to your
There's much more stalemate rounds.
Yeah.
I was going against Rex the other day, and I pulled him down with the hard what's it called?
Snap down.
And had a super tight anaconda. Like it was tight. And then, pulled his elbows over, rolled him over, and I was like, oh, this is so tight, I got him. And then he's just sitting there. I was like, what's the deal? Like, what? And then the same thing, the same position. Got him on his knees, like with a big snap down, super tight anaconda. I was like, this one's even tighter. I was like, I got him. And then same thing, rolled him over, and I was like, pulled him in, and I was like, got it, easy, nothing. I was talking to Matt about this. I was like, man, I had this super tight anaconda. I just couldn't finish it. He's like, well, no wonder. Like, Rex doesn't have a neck. You can't get an anaconda on. I was like, it's stupid. I wanted it so bad. That's another big white belt move is going through something that's not there. Mm-hmm. Like, you want to be there so bad.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's a time I had a straight ankle on that, and his foot was either too far forward or I think that's what it was, too far through. And I was just like going at it. And I wanted it so bad because he's such a much higher level than me, and I was like, I want this up so bad. Like, I need to have it. And like I probably held on to it for a minute and a half. I was like, I need to kill it. I was like, I was blocking it from getting close to me really well, but us now wants to get a submission. And I was just like keeping him off me, like, no, you come forward, I'll push him back. And I was like, what, this freaking ankle? And then the round beat, and then he just like, no high five, nothing, he just got up and walked away.
Yeah.
Like, no words were exchanged.
It's like, this dude just, like, bit my ankles.
Yeah. After every round, you just want to fist pump, whether they annoyed you or not. And
Yeah.
I was just going ahead, and I wanted so bad. Timer went off, and he just walked away, and I was like, oh my gosh. Because you don't realize it afterwards. Timer went off, and I was like, I really made him mad.
Yeah.
I was like, I should let go, minute and a half ago. Or
But if you'd have gotten it,
I understand,
So,
but I didn't.
yeah, what are you going to do?
If I would have gotten the time went off, then it would have made it worth it, but I think if I had another 3 minutes, I'd still be in the same position.
Fair enough.
Which would you rather deal with? A wrestler who doesn't stop shooting, or a jiu-jitsu guy who always pulls guard regularly?
Jiu-jitsu guy, full guard.
Really?
100%.
I would have thought that annoyed you more.
The annoyance is one thing. Like, wait, are you talking about like in like a fight or in a grappling match?
Both.
Definitely in a fight. I'd rather deal with the jiu-jitsu guy. I'm gonna kick you while you're on the ground. Like, the wrestler. I've dealt with both styles. So, my second fight, I fought a jiu-jitsu black belt. He wanted to take it to the ground immediately to go for submissions and stuff like that. But once, I kind of made it out of that, he didn't have much for me. The wrestler I just fought back in the beginning of August, he just keep going and just keep shooting. Like, he didn't, because once he started to get beat up on the feet, it was just like, whoa, this is what I got. I'm shooting.
Yeah, I feel like if someone's always shooting, that's their toolbox.
Yeah.
When someone pulls guard, you don't really know their toolbox. They might just have a good guard game, they might have some really good leg stuff, but I feel like it's more unknown what they're going to do after they pull guard. But I feel like if someone's always shooting, you kind of think that's kind of their game.
Yeah. Well, the difference is, like, the wrestler, he's asserted his will on you. So you're having to defend his shot. So you're already on the back foot. Guy who pulls guard, he just gave you the dominant position. I know in sports jiu-jitsu, like, that's, I guess, not the consensus right now, but in reality, like, if you're on your back,
if it was on the street, someone sat on their butt,
dude, they're more in like a cage fight, guys get knocked down, and they'll, like, stay in guard, and then the guy standing up's like just kicking them in the legs, or just back off and make them stand up. Like, he's the one now. I'd rather be in that dominant position.
Yeah. What is your go-to cheat meal after a fight? And I've got you a couple times going straight for the beer.
That's pretty good, because I really don't drink much. So, especially leading up to the fights, there's like so much. There can be a lot of pent up aggression or just like
Stress.
Yeah, just dealing with everything, and
Cold beer takes the edge off.
yeah, it actually does. It's kind of nice. So, as far as food goes, I don't really have any cheat meals I eat. I eat mostly what I want, and I don't really like to avoid junk food. Except, I like donuts, but probably pizza. Yeah. But other than that, I'm never thinking, like, after the fight, oh, I gotta have that. Yeah, I don't think about food like that for real.
Yeah, I think the difference between bodybuilding and fighting, because you're like, the whole 16 weeks or 18 weeks, you're like, you can only have this food. Like, you can only have this, and this many grams of this, and this. Versus fighting, like, maybe you don't want to have ice creams and not ideal for energy or whatever, but you could work it in your thing and you'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I understand the water cut. I also don't understand the water cut at all. I want you to explain to me. So, like, let's say you need to be 185, and okay, let's say next week, and you're 200. So you're 200, and you have till next Saturday. So you have a week to get to 185.
Okay, say it's Sunday today. It's Monday, but say we're
1 week.
Sunday.
Well, let's say 6 days because you have to weigh at 84.
Sure. So I'm drinking. So we do this thing called water loading, and that is to literally load the body with water, and then you'll essentially trick your body and sweat all the water that you drink, and then
How much water is water load? Like 2 gallons.
so on Sunday I'll drink 2 gallons. Monday I'll drink 2 gallons. Tuesday I'll drink 1 gallon. Wednesday I'll drink a half gallon. Thursday, like a liter or a little bit more. And then Friday, little to nothing. And then I actually go for the sauna stuff. It's like Sunday through Wednesday are pretty light sessions. Mat work, some light grappling stuff, drilling, maybe some situational stuff. And then Thursday and Friday, I'm in the sauna. Then it's sweating out. So I really only cut the weight like the last 2 days.
It was like when the most drops off.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I could never do that. Sure I could, but like.
It's really not that bad. It doesn't suck until.
Are you changing your food much at all?
I usually eat a little bit less.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah. I mean, for this last fight, I didn't eat dinner for like 3 weeks before the fight. I just felt better. I'm being honest with you. Like I slept better.
You ever do fasting?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
I like 16 to 18 hours, but then eat.
That's pretty normal, right?
Yeah, I just feel good. I feel sharper throughout my day.
I've done fast. I would much rather fast than not have my nighttime meals. Like, I feel fine not eating breakfast in the morning. I always do, but like, I'll feel fine skipping breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a really hard time sleeping if I don't have like the last meal.
Huh. I sleep better without it.
Oh, I'll wake up in the middle of the night. You know, like, I need food.
Huh.
I can't sleep the last meal. I always wake up hungry. It's true.
That, and I don't like to eat. I don't like to eat too soon before training.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Hours before, like.
Yeah.
I want to feel light, and I honestly, like, if I didn't have to eat, I wouldn't eat much.
Yeah, I learned the hard way because I was much more like in the bodybuilding before I started. And I did my first practice just as like a hobby, like just to do it one day and say I did it, not to come back at all. And then I did it, and I had a huge meal, like probably 1,000 calorie meal. And then Tommy had a tight body lock on me, and I just wanted to puke. I was like, oh, like squeezing everything out of me. I was like, holy crap, I'll tap it from that. Like, no way, I'm ever gonna eat. Because I ate like half an hour before I came to practice. I was like, that'll be fun. Like, 300 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, broccoli.
Are you still like weighing out your food?
No, I know about looking at it, but I don't really know.
Okay.
I'm much more chill with it.
Okay.
I'll prioritize carbs up until training. I don't have as many after training. I didn't protein after training. And I'll weigh myself consistently. If my weight's going up, I know I'm eating a surplus. If it's going down, I'm in a deficit.
There you go.
If it's going down, I want to be up, then I need to increase the amount of food I'm eating. If it's up and going down, then I get reduce the amount of food I'm eating. So it's pretty simple. You get to a certain amount of competency where you just kind of know, looking at it, like, okay, this meal's about 500, 600 calories. You should eat just add it once a day, and you know where you're at. And you don't need to do much thinking.
I never measured my food. I kind of just have like a innate
Feel
yeah
intuitive eating.
yeah.
Yeah. I have one more question, and we have some quick fires.
Okay.
So last one is, how does training / fighting change how you deal with regular life problems?
Oh man.
If it has.
I would say that it's added a resiliency for sure. But I think going through any tough situation, outside of this, will do that as well. If you're the right mentality alongside with it. But this is like you're forcing it upon yourself. Like you're choosing.
You're voluntarily being choked out.
You're showing up and doing hard stuff. 6-7 days a week. So that will definitely impact resiliency and like you said, like early on you were tapping into stuff that you wouldn't tap to now.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing that transcends through the rest of your life. Things that would bother you before, maybe they don't have the same sting anymore. And,
I think sucky things in life, they start to suck less because you can take much more.
Yeah, you'll be alright.
I'll be fine. Even if I'm not, you just gotta tell yourself.
And you probably will. You know what I mean? But you definitely won't be if you're just like, oh, I'm screwed. If you have the opposite reaction.
If you think you're not gonna be good,
then you're probably right. And if you think you are, then you're probably right.
Yeah.
So
you can't go into it thinking you're gonna lose.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the whole life motto. Okay. So these are just a couple of quick fires. You're just gonna say option A, option B.
Okay.
Let's go lightning round. Knockout or submission?
Knockout.
BJJ or striking?
Striking.
Training early morning or late night?
Early morning.
Really?
Yeah. If I could, I'd turn early morning.
Dr. Pepper or cold beer?
Dr. Pepper.
Chuck or crank?
Crank.
You're such a villain, dude. Win ugly or lose in style?
Win ugly.
Sweat session or technique session?
Sweat session.
Shaved head or mullet?
I gotta rock the shaved head.
And last one. If your fighting style is an animal, what animal would it be?
Oh. Is this quick fire? Because
You can take it back too.
I need to think about that.
Thinker.
Yeah, because I don't want to just throw something out there.
Teddy bear.
Yeah. I don't know.
Alligator.
No, that'd be more of a
Orangutan. That's me. The orangutan. That just because I've red hair.
Okay, right now.
Jaguar. Panther.
I would say right now it's a bit of a bit of a honey badger, and not because
Okay.
it's small in stature. I would think because of experience level. I've been fighting guys like my last 3 fights. I fought guys who've been doing this for significantly longer than me.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 of the guys have been doing this like their whole lives. They got 15, 18 plus years in martial arts. And the other guy was like 12 to 15 years in martial arts.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm like it's almost like David and Goliath kind of thing from that aspect.
Yeah.
And I'm taking it all in, and I'm still going after you. Like I don't care. In fact, I've chosen these fights. When they offered me these guys, it's like we want to take the best competition that we can, because I'm going to be fighting at the highest level. So I don't want to face high level opponents for the first time when I'm getting there. So,
Yeah. Go right there, think of it.
Yeah.
I'd probably be a beaver.
Why's that?
I don't know, probably going to Poland.
Oh,
Or a platypus.
platypus.
They're crazy, dude.
Are they?
There's
I don't know the
there's
psychology of a platypus.
They have only two animals that have fur and lay eggs.
Okay.
So he has fur, lays eggs, has venomous barb things in his hind legs. They're I think mostly blind, and they find things through electrical impulses in the water.
Okay. Is that like their build, or what? What's the electrical impulse finder?
I think it's I think they send out electrical impulses through their hair.
Okay.
And they've a beaver tail, and they have a bill. They're wild, dude.
Yeah, that's goofy.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses.
And last question: Joe Rogan or this podcast?
I'll take this podcast.
I'll take it first.
This is my first podcast, so I can't really can't go against it.
I probably pick Joe Rogan. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap it there. Thank you so much for coming on, dude. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys made it this far and enjoyed it. And let me know if you guys would rather do one duck-sized horse or 100 duck-sized horses.